Hi, my name is Cailey Burcham, and this is our Mercedes-Benz 2018 Bematrix project.
My name is Cecealia Schultz, and we are juniors.
A little overview on this project was that Mercedes-Benz will be attending the SEMA 2019 show, and they were requesting a 100 by 100 island exhibit with a 20-foot height restriction. It needs to be able to incorporate not only the trade show experience as a whole, but also a corporate event afterward. It needs to use existing branding that Mercedes-Benz already uses. It needs to have activation space or spaces with brand touch points, 70% B-matrix materials, and it can have 30% custom materials within it. It needs to hold at maximum 500 people, should have locked solutions throughout, a marketing plan and materials, and our target budget was $1 million.
These objectives were given to us and are broken down into two categories. One is the trade show, and we need to showcase new technology, educate buyers on new products, showcase merchant customization. Event, showcase people versus merchandise, create fun spaces for attendees, and facilitate experiences.
For this project, we broke the vision out into two separate entities. The event has its own entire vision and it has a different mission in what it needs to accomplish. Those slides will be black compared to the trade show vision, they'll be white. So just for reference. The mission for the trade show is to develop a 100 by 100 environment that houses opportunities involving networking, sales, entertainment, and learning amongst a multitude of audiences focusing on the brand aesthetic of Mercedes-Benz. A large portion of the experience will be centered on a variety of brand activations and touch points, fostering growth between individuals, salesmen, and the overall brand. The trade show vision is not only to compose a structure, but to create an experience within the environment that provides attendees and staffers ample opportunities to connect with one another through the shared appreciation and interest in customization of Mercedes-Benz products and services. Due to the strong customer experience strategy, the Mercedes Me movement has exemplified prestige and luxury and created an even higher customization awareness. The aesthetics rely primarily on the idea that Mercedes-Benz is focused in on the future of mobility rather than the automotive manufacturing. Not only are they a traditional legacy brand, but moreover a casual luxury based on creating vehicles for the future. It's a progression. Deliberate placement of activations and touchpoints will engage attendees in order to experience personal connection to the brand and the idea that the attendees can make Mercedes theirs.
For the event vision, it is to create a space that celebrates their partnerships, employees, suppliers, current buyers, relationships with Mercedes-Benz. This event will allow all to mingle amongst one another and give valuable networking opportunities. Within the environment, we will make individuals feel excited about the new products by unveiling state-of-the-art technologies and innovations. They will heavily impact their industry standards. The atmosphere will be high-end and leaving attendees feeling as though they are of high value to Mercedes-Benz.
We developed personas for this project, and that's for us to better design an experience that would match who would be attending our event and trade show. So Lachlan is a 39-year-old white male. He is happily married with 2 children. He received his AAS degree in mechanics and has been working in the industry since he graduated when he was 20. His company that he works for currently sent him to SEMA this year to look at innovative products and ideas.
Steve is a 50-year-old white male and he has 2 sons and 1 grandchild. He has been selling airbags for more than 20 years. He has also been a partner of Mercedes for the last 10 years, and that is why he was invited to the after event.
We took inspiration from 2 design styles, futuristic and modern luxury. Futuristic as a look is defined by movement, natural elements, technology, and innovative thinking. Types of materials you would use would be white, black, silver, blue, metals, and leather. Modern luxury as a feeling is defined as timeless, elegant, comfortable, and minimalistic. Some types of materials you would use would be marble, grand lighting, large spaces, and reflective surfaces.
Here's some examples of futuristic as a look. The architecture in these pictures show movement, and the natural elements enhance the design. Lighting technology and innovative thinking was also used to accent these designs. With modern luxury being a feeling, these examples define what timeless, elegant, comfortable, and minimalistic are as a feeling.
Mercedes-Benz currently has a very prominent design style, and in this slide we tried to visually represent that with some of their common used color palettes and imagery. When coming up with concepts, we reference back to this current design style that they already use in order to stay on brand with Mercedes-Benz. When referencing our vision for the trade show, we wanted to have a strong customer experience that centered around the customization of Mercedes-Benz and how it can affect the end user. Something that Mercedes-Benz has been doing already is incorporating a Mercedes Me strategy into their marketing.
Mercedes Me is your package of innovative services, including access to your vehicle via smartphone. Your personalized homepage covers the individual topics related to you. Whether entertainment, travel, or lifestyle, registering with Mercedes Me gives you access to exclusive, life enhancing offers anytime and anywhere.
We developed a social media plan that takes place through the entire year of 2019, leading up to the event in November. So, what this little diagram shows is in the red, there will be 0 posts a week on that particular social media platform. If it is yellow, there will be 1 post a week, and in green, there'll be 3 posts a week. A creative idea that we had to incorporate social media into the outside part of the trade show is to incorporate Lyft and Uber. These popular rideshare apps will be sponsored by Mercedes-Benz, and if you take a Lyft or an Uber with a Mercedes-Benz within a 1-mile radius of the trade show hall, you'll get 10% off of that ride. That would be advertised 2 weeks before the event, so that would go into October. That is why it's yellow in October. And then in November, there'll be posts on the apps and around featuring the apps about this promotion held by Mercedes-Benz.
We created pre show engagements, and they are flyers that will be sent out to guests. There will be 2 packages, a basic package and then a VIP access. Both will hold a card, and this card they will bring to the show, and this will give them access to different kiosks at different stations, allowing them to customize their own vehicle. And then this will also give them access to go back and check them out, check out their customization later on. And they'll also be able to get prizes later on in the event.
After successfully getting their cards to the show, attendees will be instructed to use them to build a car profile with all of the Mercedes-Benz customizable materials and accessories. Each of these materials and accessories will be at each kiosk and they'll be individualized. As incentive, they are encouraged to swipe at every kiosk in order to receive points redeemable later for merchandise and prizes online, at the event, or afterwards at their local participating Benz dealership.
For the post-show engagement, along with possibly redeeming the points online for prizes or in stores, the basic card holders will receive an email and a picture of the car that they built at the show and thanking them for their time. VIP holders will receive a customized 3D printed model, toy size of their car that they built, also thanking them for attending the show and the event.
In our overall design, you can see where we pulled in the futuristic modern luxury look. With the technology in all of the lighting, the accents of blue. There's a lot of white and marble with grand lighting, and it has a very timeless and elegant look to it.
Here's a side view of our design. As you can see, it meets the 20-foot height restrictions. And over on the side, you can also tell about the LED screens that are lit up on the outside of the booth, really drawing people into the space.
I'm going to walk you through an overhead view of the space. So I broke it out into a bubble map that illustrates the Mercedes-Me space, the Test It space, Build It Mini, and Reception Desk. So you can see how these spaces overlap and how this also doubles and it as an.
Here's the rigging plan for the space. As you can see, the grid is a 12-foot by 12-foot. You can kind of judge the size because the space is overall 100-foot by 100. And so the large teardrop is held by 4 overall rigging points, all having 3 extended hooking points connected to the overall structure itself. There's also one smaller teardrop in the back that it has 1 overall rigging point with 4 hooks attaching to the overall structure. In total, that's 5 rigging points with 6 attaching extenders.
The next thing we figured out was how we were going to give our booth electricity. So we made this electrical plan illustrating that. The shaded areas are those platforms, and the one in the back is our teardrop. The main electrical outlet will be located on the floor, and that's illustrated by the black box with the red outline. The secondary plugins will be white boxes with red outlines. Extension cords that will go underneath the flooring are the dotted line, and then individual plugins with 2 plugins attached to each are the black dots. There will be a total of 28 plugins and 50 amps required to power our space.
Now we're going to walk you through our space, starting with the front of the booth. There really isn't a front, but this is where the main reception desk is. This reception desk is also able to split up into 3 separate reception desks that can be used for either a smaller booth or even the event later on.
This next render illustrates 4 pillars of their website and branding that they already use, and we took that and incorporated it into our architecture. So these 4 double-sided pillar touchscreens will allow people to explore the Mercedes-Me experience and customization abilities.
In this render, there is a centralized area for building and customizing cars. This area holds customization for tires, engine, audio, and other technology.
The first thing I'll talk about in this render is the Me. This is a wood construction Me that looks like the Mercedes-Me logo without the word Mercedes. This will be backlit and it will give it that luxurious ambiance. The next thing I'll talk about is underneath the small teardrop is the Mercedes-Me central area. So the car in the middle will essentially be doing exactly what the consumer wants it to do based on what they're accessing on the app at the touch screen. Each touch screen will be associated with one of the 6 sections of the app that allow you to customize your vehicle from your phone. So one of them, for example, can locate your car and tell it to go to a certain location. And if they did that on the iPad outside, they can see it taking place on the car in the center. This car is the Concept F109, and we chose to include this Mercedes-Benz product because it really highlights what we wanted to encapsulate in our trade show vision. And what that was we wanted our attendees to focus on the future of mobility, just like Mercedes-Benz does, and allowing them to sit in this car that is completely focused on the idea that Mercedes-Benz creates vehicles for the future.
Here's a rendered shot of the event space that will be held in the Mercedes booth on Friday night after the show has been finished and completed. This space will be a luxurious dinner, um, able for guests to attend and mingle and talk about innovative ideas and conversations about Mercedes and the customizations available to them.
This rendering is showing the frames used that make the pillars in the front and the reception counter.
Here's a render with the Bematrix frames. In the back corner of the teardrop, this is one of the largest structures made with the B62 frames. And like I said, it is shaped almost like a teardrop, so it does use straight frames and curved frames. And then off to the left is using the Bematrix LED skins, and this will allow for any video to be able to play. For this slide, this describes our pricing for the booth. We broke it up into a few different sections. Booth construction, underneath there are project materials such as the flooring, what's on the reception desk, towers, and so on. We also broke it up into the custom parts such as the overhead towers and the platforms, furnitures for the event, booth supplies, electronics, and the show space alone. We also broke up the frames and hardware for the Bematrix, broke it down into show services as well, such as drayage, rigging, staff, and Wi-Fi. Marketing materials were included, such as the pre-show, post-show, giveaway items, and photography. The total comes to $1,357,921. Thank you for listening to the Bematrix SEMA submission presentation.
If you have any questions, feel free to text or call the numbers located on the bottom of the screen. And again, thank you.